Hello, I would like to mention something. I wanted to comment on the comment on my video, Edgar. So, you say great video. In my opinion, Putin and Boris are the same people, both locked down for the shots. What they're playing is a script on us, but they good fellas for real. All wars are illegal, and someone who drops bombs in civilian populations is a terrorist acts. That's my opinion about any war. They start no matter who. They criminals. There is no justification for any of this madness. First, they wanna save the world with shots, then start a war and drop bombs to cause extensive damage to poor people. Just like the others, Putin will never ever be able to justify the insanity to the world. Nothing is about the people's rights to live. They are evil transgressors. In my book, Peace and Blessing to You and Your Son. Well, this is one of the comments that I have to disagree with you, because, well, first of all, initially I liked Vladimir Putin, but I never wanted I never voted for him, and I know a lot of people here genuinely support him and love him, especially simple people. Now I'm going to talk about why I personally do not support and opposed him vehemently for some time ago. So then I became just indifferent to all the politics until that so-called special operation started. Anyways, I wanted to say that I really liked him in the beginning, but I got really disappointed when I see him meeting and photographing, taking pictures with all those oligarchs, those who so I believe that the resources of every country belong to people of the country. So if you have a factory that processes wood logs, or if you have some gas company or oil company or diamond company or whatever, this should belong to all people, and this should belong to the government, and people who should be only appointed to be directors. They should be paid well, of course, but in general, they shouldn't own all these factories and plants and whatever they do, to which belongs actually to people collectively of the country. So in general, people should benefit from the natural resources of their land within their boundaries, and not some individuals who live abroad anyways. So I consider all these oligarchs, at least most of them, 90% of them, criminals. I believe they should be all executed in the Red Square. So when I saw him meeting with them, when I saw him like taking pictures with them, I became disappointed, and I have a negative attitude towards him. I know that he's not friends with them. Maybe he doesn't have much power to really do what I wish was done to them. But yeah, I just that's the only thing why I think that all these people should be ignored and despised by every Russian citizen, because they stole during that process of privatization back in the 90s, where everything was bought by them through the reforms for a minuscule price, and they are not really interested in developing anything and helping our people, and most of their families live abroad anyways. So this is in general, and I don't like Russian police, I don't like Russian government employees, and I don't like Russian FSB most of all. But I must say that I really respect Russian army and even the generals of Russian army, and I think that I grew up with my classmates. Some of them were children of army guys, so I really saw how they lived. So they are all simple, poor people. They are not the ones who take bribes or anything like that. So I completely trust them, and I believe that Russia will win. And I also believe that they are very intelligent, and most importantly, I believe that Russia wins all wars because there are good people in Russia with good karma, and the winning is mostly question of karma. And anyways, I don't agree with your comment that the shots are fired at the civilians or bombs are dropped at the civilians. Russian weapons are advanced, modern, they're very precise. Everything is with surveillance and equipment which is meant to film everything, identify everything, and only military targets are being hit. And in fact, many Russians within Russia disagree with this. So they many people want Ukrainian infrastructure getting bombed so that they would have nothing to live on, like no electricity, nothing. So this is my opinion, my video, and I'd like to show some photos of this battlefield. You can find a lot of Russian pictures from Russian battlefield, and I can really assure you that Russian army doesn't hit civil targets. And if they say that they do, it's fake. It's not true. So in history, you should read up history, and Russia won wars in majority of cases because of how just look, this is Ukrainian school nowadays. This is just this is what is happening nowadays. And this let me show you the video of the NATO army. Look, this is American, I think, or English.
You gonna move the spot? Yeah, man. Just let me know. Alright, I'm ready. Come on, get it up, get it up!
So this is really some fucked up shit with all of these transgenders and whatnot, and at times bestiality. So it's absolutely not possible to win this war with Russians, and Russia is fighting with like 52 countries over there. And the digital progress and mechanical progress, and they are in such an advanced state that you just don't have to hit the civilians. And when Ukrainians say that they hit the civilians, it's not true. So this is Julian Thorne. He died just recently in Ukraine from Great Britain. So, you know, everything you can see, all the pictures from these battlefields on Telegram and whatnot, and they are really interesting. And nowadays, this is just Russia just doesn't do those things like firing at the civil targets. And I don't know what you are told on CNN and BBC, but no, we don't do that. And many of our citizens wished that we would, because many are tired of this war and tired of tolerating the Ukrainians and what they do. They have been tolerating this behavior towards Donbass region for 8 years, and yeah, the weapons now hit with big precision. It's not like nothing is accidental nowadays. Okay, so I don't know, YouTube will not let me post all these photos because my pictures turn out to be very small. I should say that it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to see what's happening with the US Army, all this LGBTQ, and you know, I sympathize with the gay people and trans people. I sympathize with them, but I don't see it as a diversity. I see it as a disease. This is the poisoning that made them invalid. So, in my view, if gay people all gathered up and thought, what is there to do with everything that's happening, they would have figured out that whatever damages the endocrine system, the sperm that makes you want another man, you like become invalid. And it's like they would say, if I were a gay person, I would just reconsider my life. I would reflect, and I would say something like this: so you mean that you tried to poison me so that I would develop cancer tumor and I would die from it, but it didn't work this way quite as planned, so I became just gay. My endocrine system got fucked up, and now I cannot be with a woman, So you stole my sexuality, you made me an invalid, and now you are saying that you sort of tried to kill me, and I didn't die from cancer, and this was a side effect of mercury in the water source. And the same thing with the trans people. It's easier for them to pay, for example, $75,000 they pay in Canada, subsidize the operation of sex change in teens, then otherwise this would be, if the truth come out, this will be the $1 million lawsuit, because this is a huge damage to the health, to human body, what transgenderism is, and it was done deliberately, and person is essentially an invalid. They not only their sex life, sexuality is damaged, their mind is damaged, and their brain is impaired, because like I said, there is no DNA, and the brain in the fetus and neuron system is formed from the father's sperm. So basically what damages your sperm actually also damages your brain automatically. So their thinking is also impaired, okay? That's why I believe that they deserve some kind of compensation, of course. That's why of course government knows about it. That's why their interests are now being put before interests of other normal people, including those who will die of cancer soon, just as they planned, because they want 1 in 3 people die of cancer. That was their target for 2025, I think. Anyways, that's it.